Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Continuing with the windy and cloudy conditions this morning, we do continue to be in that wind advisory as we do have those peak winds over the last hour, right up around 41 miles per hour, and continuing to see some on and off light rain or sprinkles. And that's basically how our day will play out as we move into this somewhat unsettled weather pattern over the next couple of days. Take a look at the current surface analysis. That area of low pressure sitting just off the southeast coast, keeping the pressure gradient between that low pressure and a high to our north, tight across the region, bringing those breezy conditions. And you can see that rain shield to the north of that, essentially lining up just over the Wallops and just to the south. So we're, in general, just seeing some light rain around the area, and that will continue to be the case as we move through the next 24 hours. Another system off to the west will approach the region as we get overnight Wednesday into the first part of Thursday. That's going to bring a better chance of some more moderate to heavier rain showers and more widespread in nature as that next system moves through the area. Take a look at the current visible satellite and radar. We can see some light reflectivity, again, as mentioned, lined up just over the Wallops area, and more rain to our south, and that's going to continue to linger in that region as we move through our working hours today. We'll continue to stay cloudy as well as windy as we move through the day today. Look at the European model for what we can expect for the next several days. That area of low pressure is going to track east-northeastward, and with it pull most of the rain, but continue to see some breezy onshore flow as we move through the overnight, becoming slightly breezy into the early morning hours, and continue to see a chance for some lingering light sprinkles or rain around the area, but nothing really no significant accumulation really expected. But we'll keep slightly breezy conditions through the first part of Wednesday, possibly an isolated lingering sprinkle or light shower, but generally we'll see the better chance of rain arriving later in the day and into the evening, and we'll see those winds picking back up, once again becoming quite breezy to windy as this next system starts to approach. And we'll see that those rain showers becoming likely through the overnight time frame. And again, as mentioned, could see some moderate to heavier showers. That's going to bring a chance of maybe even an embedded thunderstorm with that activity as it continues to move through the area through the first part of Thursday. As that system moves out, late Thursday, we'll start to see rain ending, clouds breaking, and we'll see more of a southerly component to the wind. So milder on Thursday before we start to see some more seasonal cooler air building back into the area as we get later in the week. We see things start to dry out, remain fairly breezy for the day on Friday as some cooler air starts to settle in and things become more seasonable, but overall looking fairly quiet as we move into the extended forecast here, with things drying out for the weekend and into the beginning of next week. So as we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, going to continue with those red conditions for those winds above 25 knots. Expecting those winds to continue out of the northeast, 20 to 25 knots sustained, and peak gust up around 38 knots as we move through much of our working hours today. And we'll slowly start to see those weaken as we go through the overnight time frame, but still seeing those peak gusts up in the 20 to 25 knot range. Do have our chance of precip as we move through the next 24 hours as well. Again, generally light precip to light sprinkles, no significant accumulation expected, but I can nonetheless see that as we continue through the next 24 hours. We'll see our high temperature around 59 degrees. Low temperature will bottom out this evening around 51 degrees. We'll see those tides running 1 to 2 feet above normal with that persistent onshore flow. That continues as we move into our Wednesday. Again, generally drier for Wednesday through much of the first half of the day, outside of, again, some light sprinkles or shower, but increasing chance of showers as we go through the overnight time frame. We'll have that good chance of seeing some widespread, moderate to possibly even some heavier rain showers pushing through the area, and breezy conditions continuing through that time frame as well. We'll see temperatures in the low 60s on Wednesday into the mid to upper 60s on Thursday, and then on the backside of that next system, we'll see those temperatures fairly seasonable in the low 60s for our highs and our lows in the 40s. And we'll see a mix of partly to mostly cloudy conditions at times for the next several days as we move through the weekend and the beginning of next week. Staying fairly breezy for Friday, and then that wind should start to settle down as we move into the weekend. That's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Enjoy the rest of your day.